Hey, sorry, I was not. I stopped talking immediately, didn't I? Okay, we are doing some online racing today against some people. Oh man, I'm off to a good start. So far, looking pretty good. Woo! It's so much nicer not playing at the 200 speed level. Oh my gosh, it's like playing in slow motion. Jeez. Woohoo! Oh my gosh.
And you can see like
I could like see the entire screen. This is so much better than playing 2-player and at 1,000 miles an hour. This is like the way the game is supposed to be played. I mean, I like this Kart setup. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Sorry you couldn't hear. Can they hear now? Is it working?
They can't hear. Apparently you're too loud.
I'm too loud?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm also too loud because then I can change something else. But if it's just Jay that's too loud, then that's also an easier change.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna figure it out.
It'll take a second.
Uh-oh, oh no.
Ben is currently in Florida.
Ben is currently in Florida. He is still on vacation. I was only down there for a couple days. Uh-oh, we got one guy who knows what he's doing here. Burko76.
I think that's probably just a proximity thing.
Oh, could be.
But, come on.
Get back here, Burko. You got nothing for him.
Let us know how Jay's audio is now.
Now he's getting a good lead. This isn't good. We're gonna have to really.
Peridot, it certainly can be Q&A still.
Yeah. We're definitely still gonna try and answer
that's why I'm here.
That's why Derek's here. Derek, just come watch me play.
I mean, done worse things with my time.
Gotta catch this guy.
Yeah,
he's moving.
Oh
okay.
No. Well, I mean, that affects him too, obviously. But
yeah. Ritz. We have 2 items here. This might help. This does help.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty. And then the shield
that could
too.
Be it, and I have the shield, so
seems good, man.
Seems good, lest we hit something or I have a terrible accident or he gets a good mushroom item. It's not over yet. It's not over yet for sure. Nothing's ever over in Mario Kart, but that was a good mushroom. Picked it up. Are we gonna finish? Throw it back.
Hey,
boom. Woo! First. Take
Nailed
that.
it.
And I hit him with the shell too. That's great.
Really?
Awesome. Oh man, my heart always pounds really hard when I do
peaky,
online racing. Yeah. So what?
I'm figuring out audio.
Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I put the what you call it, the 10 decibel.
Okay.
What's that called? I suddenly can't when it goes lower. The like buffer or whatever. Whatever. I made you quiet.
Yay.
But then you were too quiet because I was too loud.
Now you're loud. Okay.
So then I'm just choking up on the mic.
Where's Ben? Ben is in Disney World. He is on a week-long vacation with Alice. They are having a blast. Beth and I joined them for the first couple days, but we had to come back. Oh, yeah, look at that. Who's king? Boom. What up? Oh, not Cheeseland. I'll tell you what. We're going to do Big Blue.
Acoustic Paint. I listened to DK and the Bacon and Eggs podcast yesterday. Hey, thanks.
Bacon and Eggs. Bacon and Eggs, if you're wondering, isn't just a great breakfast. It's also a podcast you can listen to. I'll get you next time, Burko76.
Also, I mean, is there something that we can announce?
What? I don't know what the thing is.
Ready Player One?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, if you want to check out Tyler's podcast, Bacon and Eggs, he does movie reviews, and he has guests on frequently. Derek was on last week. I will be on the next podcast that comes out. It will be for Ready Player One, which I am currently listening to. I've read the book like 6 times, but, want to be fresh for the movie. I'm so excited for it. It comes out. I'm going to see it next Thursday, less than a week. Oh my gosh. I'm curious to see how they handle it in movie form because they must have had to make so many adjustments because there's so many licensed things in it.
Like, so many.
But it's in what ways they handle it. Why did it get Cheeseland? Are you kidding me? I hate this level. It's like, you know what? I hated it 200cc. We'll see. We'll see Burko76. That's who we have to watch out for. He is apparently the other contender. Whenever I race online, I find that there is often it often comes down to like you and one other person who actually sort of know what they're doing.
There's someone else who
Yeah.
is up there with you.
We shall see.
Jared Tart asks, any tips on how to deal with depression? I haven't told my parents because I feel that they won't believe me.
Oh man, first of all, tell your parents. Talking about it helps. Depression has been described to me the best way anyone's ever described it to me was that it's like depression is like a voice inside your head that is lying to you and telling you really terrible, mean things about yourself. And it's like the best liar ever. and you're believing them, but most of those things aren't true. So what I think would, the advice I once heard that I have seen work with other people is to make a list of questions that you feel about yourself or whatever it is you think is depressing you, and have like a friend or a family member go through the list with you and literally just true or false them. Whether it's like, I am not worthy, I'm not worth your friendship, or I'm not worth, whatever it is. This sort of questions like that. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah. Grab that coin now.
And that's good advice. That's something we've talked about before.
Yeah, it's I mean, depression's so hard. I think what people don't understand about it is that, like, I think when people think of depression, they think of, like, you're just sad all the time. But, like, depressed people can smile and laugh, and it can be hard to recognize. Oh, no, but terribly timed lightning.
No,
this is bad lightning. This is bad lightning. Okay, we gotta get back. Okay.
Because it can be, it's all about what's going on the inside, right?
Yeah.
It can be completely unrelated.
And it can last for a long time. It can be, I guess, like chronic and stuff. So it's rough. But it's not bad to see even like professional help either. There's no shame in that at all. Okay, this is good. This is good. We have a good boom box going here. That's protection against blue shells and red shells, frankly. I find it harder to time red shells with this thing than it actually the blue.
Really? That's interesting. Oh yeah.
Well, because the blue shell comes with like hovers for a hot second, and then you can just smash it. The red, you kind of like have to listen to it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or we can just do that.
All right.
Just a good
Gotham
proximity.
City.
What up, Gotham?
A $10 super chat.
Gotham City, you're so nice.
Of course.
My goodness, sir. My goodness.
Congrats on first. So much. Congrats on first. Join the Discord, friends. It's super cheap and so much fun. Patreon.com, Super Carlin Brothers.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. That's a great advice, Gotham. The Discord is where the Super Carlin Brothers community lives. It is so much fun. Me and DK have been in there all day discussing everything from whether or not humans were born to be vegans to, I forget what else we were talking about. Fun stuff. We were talking about how cows were bad for the environment, and oh god, no.
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Oh, we still got there.
Yes!
Oh, man.
It actually wasn't even close. He's really far behind.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh, he's not. He's so close.
Yeah, like so close
that I can't see him. Oh my gosh.
Bill and Bob.
He's good. He's
sent in
good.
a super chat. He says, any chance of a Dark Souls series?
No, I don't even know what Dark Soul is. So.
Fair enough.
So
it's a very, very hard, adventure game. Basically.
Oh, okay. Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be.
You know, the game that has Fortnite is probably the thing I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Well,
I mean, it's just come up a lot recently. Obviously, we did the ad with them too. Excuse me. I'm excited for Smash Brothers to come out as well. Music Park Mario.
Smash Brothers, as soon as that. I don't think that there's an actual date yet.
I don't think there is. I think it's probably just like November.
Very excited for
go easy on me. Shut up, Burko. Don't even act like you. Oh boy, he's like, oh yeah, what a shame. Yeah, I could troll him a little. I'm a little nervous.
A bunch of people from the Discord saying, where's Ben?
You are not using tilt controls. You are lying. Anyway. I'm using tilt controls. Yeah, we'll see about that. Ben is in Disneyland, living it up. You should follow him on Instagram to follow his stories. Lots of fun. Oh, I'm the only person who chose Music Park. Everyone else chose not that. Do not hit the Iceland. It's so boring. I love it when you're the only one who chooses it and then you get it, though. All right. Okay. That's fun. Okay. This will be this is going to be a tight race because this is like the easiest course, which makes it I don't like easy courses online because it's harder to get separation.
Yes. Yeah.
So I would typically try and choose the harder courses, but like this is going to be real tight. I bet like you're more likely to lose on the easy courses.
$5 super chat from Emily Gillespie.
Emily Gillespie, what's up, girl?
Hey guys, I've been a fan for so long, and I want to say thank you. You have answered my questions a few times.
Oh.
And thank you for your advice. Is always great.
No.
I can't guarantee that the advice is always great, but we try.
Yeah, I don't know if we can always guarantee good advice on this channel, even at all. But we sure have fun answering your questions, so thank you for sending them in. Oh, how did I get ghosted so quickly? That's annoying.
Somebody says you're a PTX fan.
I'm a PTX fan? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Pentatonics, maybe?
Oh, yes, I do like Pentatonics. Big
Pentatonics,
time.
yeah.
They are very good. I love their Hallelujah. It's extremely good. I know, it's just a good song all around.
Kafoo X says Frozen is out on Broadway. Did you guys see it? I don't know if you
not
saw
yet.
the promotional video for it.
No, I didn't. I was just reading that they replaced the trolls. The trolls aren't in there. It's some other, like, just like the hidden people or something are what they're called in this version of things.
Weird.
Yeah, sorry, Burko. Give him a
know.
little love tap there. This guy probably hates me. I bet he was running this group until I showed up. Gotta get the double, gotta get the double. Woo! Yep, that's what's up, that's what's up. Here we go,
Good, Doug, this
coin.
is the first stream of
And,
yours you've caught live.
this is terrible. This is a terrible bomb. Bombs are the worst items in the game. They are hard to aim, and they often just blow yourself up if you try and lob them ahead of you. Just dump them backwards. Because if you drag them and they get hit, guess what? You blow up. That's no good.
What are you planning on playing after you're done with Mario Kart?
Oh man, probably Smash Bros. Is the next thing. I don't know when we're going to be done. That's the problem. Woo! Okay, we got to make it to the next item block. Go, 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 go. One more lap, one more lap, one more lap, one more lap. Woohoo! Woohoo! Get the coins, get the coins. Oh boy, this is not good. This is not good.
What do you do when a really close friend lies to you and doesn't keep their word? How
Oh
do you
my
move past that
gosh.
hurt and move on? Or how do you have...
Oh my
moves
gosh.
with them, or make them
That is tough. That is tough. The best thing, oh man. I wonder what they did, wonder what the lie was. That's my question. Like, it depends on what it was. I imagine, like, when people lie to you, it's often because they're afraid of your judgment or because they are afraid it's going to hurt you in some way. So try and keep that in mind. It's probably not to hurt you. If it was, then, oh boy, I'm not sure they're really your friend.
I mean, don't feel bad about breaking ties with someone. If it's
Oh my
going to be
gosh,
better
this is
for
going to be
you.
so, I think,
that's not
close.
great.
I
That's
got
not
the green
great. That's
shell
not great.
out. Yeah, we got it. We got
man.
it. We got that first, though. What?
Jeez.
Man, that was close. That was close. Oh, that's the second time we've been blue shelled right at the end. Someone is being very sneaky in this group. They're like watching for the finish line, trying to throw the
Megan
upsets.
Curie, please read this. I made some digital fan art and I want to send it to y'all. But I don't have a Patreon. How can I get it to you? Probably
Twitter.
Probably Twitter. Yeah.
Twitter is the way, man. I love fan art. Especially, you know, my favorite fan art is stuff that comes from the Nuzlocke. I know we haven't done one in a while, but those are really fun because the the Pokemon have such personalities.
We were just talking about the upcoming Pokemon game and maybe doing a blind Nuzlocke for that one.
Yes, I think there's going to be a Pokemon game for the Switch, right? That's that would be. I don't know if it would be like the same formula as a regular Pokemon game where it's like 8 badges Elite Four. But if so, that's very Nuzlockable.
How do you join Patreon? You go to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Make an account.
Yeah.
People are asking for me to play, and that's not going to happen right now.
100.
A,
This is a
because it's
150
really fascinating
CC.
to watch Jay play against randos, and B, because I don't like losing. I'm not a big fan of losing.
Nah, don't really like this. Oh, this Seb guy is he's a 1400 player, so he might not be so bad. We shall see. Did we lose? Did we lose our other guy? He might have decided he didn't like losing either. That can happen. That can happen. Okay, here we go.
Megan Curie, I would suggest getting a Twitter if you can. If you don't have
Oh
one.
man, Twitter is the way to do it.
I'm a big fan of
Twitter's
Twitter.
where, kind of what's the best way to get to us? Oh boy, oh yikes. Oh no, Burko is still here. We haven't lost him yet. Drafted him there. Oh boy.
The face cam is glitched? Is it really?
Oh.
I don't think it is.
That's no good.
Not that I see right now.
Maybe it's just your computer person.
Oh no, it's doing the quicker.
Here we go. Here we go. Get that boost. Get that boost. Get that boost. Get that boost.
Somebody just says thoughts on LGBT.
I mean, pro?
Is that right?
I don't know. I mean, to say like pro or con, it's like, what are you saying?
Okay.
I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm pro it. It's like you can't be. The thing about LGBT stuff is like you can't be pro or against it. It's just like it's just how people are, right? I don't understand. Yes, go be yourself. I'm pro you.
Is this my official face reveal? No.
Official what?
Somebody says, is this DK's official face reveal? Yeah.
Face reveal? No, Derek's been in plenty of stuff, and he has his own channel.
Yeah.
So, no. And he has an Instagram, and all that.
Couple.
Yeah. He's not one of those, like, secret faces.
Who's your go-to on Smash Bros?
Oh, man, it changes per game. Last time I was playing with any sort of seriousness, not, like, seriousness, I've never been seriously good at Smash Brothers. Like, after Melee, when people are insane, like, oh my god. But when I was playing last, I was really enjoying Ness, and,
wow.
I know, surprising. But probably Zero Suit Samus.
Ooh,
Zero Suit Samus, very good, very
fan
fast.
of Captain Falcon, but that's only because I'm a dirty tryhard.
Falcon Punch! I know, right? Also, in, like, the original Smash Brothers, I played that a ton. On like the N64, yeah, I made Mario big time, so I've still got a lot of like latent Mario tendencies, and I don't know about skills, but oh my gosh, we gotta hit that boost, okay, we're good, they're not gonna get it. Oh no, it's bad timing. No, it's not bad timing, because obviously, it was Seb, look, he waited the whole game and came out of nowhere.
Is he getting there?
No, he's gonna get the win. Well played on that red shell, Seb, well played. I had a feeling he might be a trouble. It's okay, we'll get him next time. That's just good solid playing right there. Can't fault him for it. I am shiny hunting in Articuno. Any nickname suggestions? Roseki.
Should I join the cross-country team or stick with cheerleading?
Well.
Are they necessarily mutually exclusive? Like, I understand it would be hard, but...
I think they are mutually exclusive, because... I mean, they're both in the fall. Or at least at my school, they're both in the fall.
Yeah.
And, you know, they both take a lot of practice. I would say you would have great... I don't know. I wasn't on cheerleading. I don't know what it's like. I don't know how hard your practices are. But I would say I'm obviously very pro cross-country.
I think it's going to be whatever you are more... passionate about.
Oh, Rainbow Road! What?
Oh,
man. I'll tell you what. At least at my school, I personally found all of the girls on the cross-country team to be much cuter than on the cheerleading
at
squad.
my school, I really liked all of the cheerleaders.
Yeah, but
actually, no, I liked not the cheerleaders.
Not that that's a really important.
Squad,
The drill team, right? Drill team. Yeah, for sure. Not that that's ultimately super important, but you know, to high school boys, it totally is. Or maybe you're a dude. I don't know. Assume I'm just making guesses based on gender stereotypes, right? Who knows? Sure. Ain't never about to get red shelled. About to be. He's gonna do it right now. Or he somehow lost it. That's fine by me too.
Looking for more questions.
Let's see. Gonna hit that double box. See, this is the Rainbow Road, so I would expect less people to be good at this. Oh, bomb right there. That's a great bomb, actually, because it takes up the entire course of the road. And there's so many people behind us. This is a narrow road, so just gotta hug these corners. Oh, missed the double. That's okay. Faster to go on the inside, in case you're wondering. Yeah. The boosts are not as good as the shorter distance. Whee! There we go. Oh, it should be boost. Should be drifting here. I'm not. I don't like the blue shell. I don't want it. Always have defense up. That's so important in this game. Insanely important in this game. Yeah, gotta have that shield.
Really cool.
Yeah, and a good tip is if you see that shell coming, you want to like fire your shell backwards or drop your banana as soon as you can, because that will create an obstacle for whoever's coming up behind you to deal with. And it won't just get totally wasted by the blue shell incoming as well. Yeah. See, I hate having coins though, especially in that second slot, because now it's like, as soon as I use this banana or it gets burned off, I'm just gonna burn that coin. And I'm already at 10 coins, so it doesn't really help at all. See, watch, this is gonna take that. I'm just gonna have to burn the coin so I can open the slot up. Does me no good at all to have it though. Coins are the worst. That's the hardest part about being in first, is that you can get
significant separation though.
Do I? Okay, that's good. That doesn't mean it doesn't guarantee anything.
It's certainly not on this level, but
yeah, especially here. But
quite a bit of separation. Someone says, how embarrassed Big Dog, how embarrassed are you at how bad you did on the Frozen quiz?
Oh my gosh, I'm not that embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm not that
Well,
embarrassed
like
because the
ridiculous.
questions were stupid. Yeah, I've been worried about questions like that on many a quiz where it'd be like, who was the voice actor of, some like whoever, and I'd be like, like Pocahontas. Like I don't know, not that we've done a Pocahontas quiz or something. But had it been like, who is the voice actor of the Duke of Wesselton? I'd be like, I don't know.
Actually, I know that one.
Is it Alan Tudyk?
Yeah.
I do know that one because he does the voice of Duke of Weaselton as well.
When it's not...
Yeah, you know what I mean.
When it's not, like, actor-related, when it's
yeah. If it was like...
the production manager.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's not...
I don't know because I do not care.
Right.
I'm very grateful that those people are there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're very talented, but... Yeah, that's not what this quiz is advertising.
Art directors' careers.
Yeah, you should be able to know the answers to the questions by watching the movie and not having to study the credits at all. Yeah. If it's asking who is Elsa's voice actress, that's one thing. It's not. Anyway.
Spaghetti Batman is working on his channel. He would like some tips.
Oh my gosh, Spaghetti Batman. That
number one tips for video production: audio is more important than video.
Is Derek. No, I agree. That's true.
Gotham also sent in a super chat. Says, "How did you get so good? I can barely win 100 CC."
Man, let me tell you what happened. As to why I'm so good at this game is because the reason I'm so good is because my sophomore year in college, I had a Wii in college. And I just transferred to Virginia Tech, and I was living off campus with another person who had just transferred there, so I didn't really know them, and they were rushing a fraternity, so they were not at the apartment very much. So I had an enormous amount of solo free time to myself at night, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? And it was just when Mario Kart Wii came out, so I just played the crap out of it. I'd always really liked Mario Kart. I'd spent a lot of my freshman year sort of mastering the N64 one because as ever, like every college boy, I got really into retro video games, and I brought my N64 to college because obviously you have to leave like your big console at home for your siblings. Oh, that was just a lucky shell. Oh, you stupid, you didn't aim that at all. Anyway, that's not important. So I had played a lot of Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart 64 the year before with, all of my buddies over at school, and then this one came out, and I was like, man. And then the bikes were the thing. Like, I knew the bikes being new in the game were like a big deal, and it was like one of these, like, I was unaccustomed to the inside drifting of the bikes, and I was like, I'm gonna just get accustomed to it, and I did, and that was like the difference maker. And you were about to get smashed by a red shell off road. Yep. I don't like the sand. And we're in first. Okay, and now we just got to like create separation. That's the key. So yeah, it's just a lot of playing. Find a character that you're comfortable with and just continuously use them because like it's more important that you learn the mechanics over and over and always be drifting. They took away some mechanics I wish they'd left in. Like you could do wheelies in the Wii on the bikes, and the wheelies would also give you boosts, which was nice because you could do boosts on straightaways, which was cool. The trade-off being that if you were in a cart, you could get greater boosts on the drifts, but that did not make up for it. Anyway.
William Powell has an interesting question.
What up, Will?
He says, hi, DK. I feel kind of helpless sometimes. I'm unemployed, and my wife is at school and works. I can't find a job. What can I do besides cook for my wife? Please help.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. It's a good question. You can't find a job. So when you say you can't find a job, I assume you mean like a significant full-time kind of like white-collar job is what I'm hearing. So there's the old, my mom would always say it's easier to find a job when you have a job, right? So I would say at some point you have to reach the point where like you are just getting a job that is bringing in income, period, even if it is not the most glamorous of
or even
jobs.
Making less than what you might be making.
Right.
Yeah.
Something part-time is probably what you're looking for here. No, oh my, okay, that was lucky. That was lucky. We got the little lightning protection. Are we gonna get the win though? Are we gonna get the win? Yes! Oh man. Only got one loss today. So
Lapis Cahill says, I'm gay, my friend is gay, I think my friend has a crush on me. So this says, I think my friend has a crush on me. That's the only comment.
That's the only comment.
You should talk to him about it.
You think your friend has a crush on you? Do you like your friend? That's great news.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right. That's gonna work out. Are you in high school? Because if so, you should totally go for it. I found in high school that 10 times out of 10, if you were friends with the person ahead of time, you had a much better relationship. And if you just liked them because you thought they were pretty or whatever, you did not even at all have a relationship. And mostly I found that in situations like that, you were more into the idea of the person, and once you kind of got past the even if they were like into the idea of you as well, good for you. What?
My pantry door keeps closing every time I try to get my snack. What should I do? From Max Ateo.
Hey, you know what? You should sell that as $1 million idea, because you know how many people would like lose weight if they just couldn't open their pantry door? Whew. That sounds great. You have a great your pantry door keeps closing every time. You should get your snack out. There's this simple machine called a wedge. It's like a triangle, but like a block of wood, and you just put that right under the door. Man, problem solved, Ed, as far as I can tell. Yay! All right, here we go. Does anyone? Oh, Seb is still here. He's sticking it out.
That's Seb, though.
That's Seb. He's responsible for me not having
What?
1150 right now.
It occurs to me that you're a bit of a Smurf account.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. It's just that I haven't played online on this account yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, I am. It's almost. I don't want to know if I would call myself like a pro player, but you know, I think I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. I'm comfortable being arrogant about Mario Kart around people. If people are like trying to smack talk me and be like, "Oh, you want to go?" I'm like, "Yes." Do you want to go?
I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to settle any argument you have with me over Mario Kart, because you're gonna get that being said, this is a course that is dangerous for losing because of its ease of playability.
Yeah, where it's just such a simple one.
It's so simple that it's easy for opponents to catch up.
Am I able to be heard right now? Someone is saying that they cannot hear me.
Someone
I
can't hear
changed
you.
both the location of the microphone and
And we're flying, and we're
setting
flying,
the
and we're
microphone.
flying.
Shoot, somebody had a question and then I just forgot what it was. Oh, Takanu99 for a number of times now has asked me what my favorite sport in high school was, and football.
Did you play football?
I did, and then I stopped
Ah.
because I didn't like the people on the team.
Sure. I've been there. That's why I stopped playing soccer,
Yeah.
believe it or not. Which is a bummer, because it was like, actually, I remember in high school I stopped playing soccer because like the people on the team, like it had made it to the point where it just wasn't any fun to play the sport, and like I just sort of like that became almost my new mindset, which was sad. And then like I remember in college, one of my buddies was like, "Hey, we're doing intramural soccer. Do you want to come join, or just come kick the ball around or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." I played at high school, and it was like breathing fresh air again. It was like, oh my gosh, soccer is the best sport ever. This is so much fun. Ah! Oh my god, someone is really aiming these blue shells.
They're just all about you.
Yeah, they are like, get them. But look at this, not even close. They're not even
a
close.
significant amount of separation.
Look at this. Boom. Second place only just finished. Take that.
Spaghetti Batman, please read, if audio is important, what mic should I use? It depends on what your situation is. I'm going to probably recommend the Zoom H1 to start with, because it's relatively cheap.
You talking about that thing?
No. Not even.
Not even.
Yeah,
that's
like
that's what we start. That was our first audio upgrade.
Yeah. This is the Zoom H4n is what he's
Zoom
pointing at.
H4n, which is not, and we were honestly. So this is good because it allows you to upgrade. One, these little microphones on the top are better than your camera mic. But then also, when you get a real microphone, you can plug it into the bottom, and then you're really cooking. This is what we still use to record the gaming audio. Yeah. So, very good. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Twisted Mansion. We're going to go for the hard levels. Oh, people have chosen the Frogger level, though.
Oh, I see. Okay. So William Powell has a follow-up.
Yes.
That's the man who was having trouble getting a job.
Ah, okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Will.
Thanks for answering my question. Hard part is even part-time jobs don't want to hire me since we'll only be here for a few months, so I'm also applying for full-time jobs around the country.
Ah, okay. First of all, if you're only going to be there for a few months, go ahead and lie to those people while they're interviewing. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, if they're going to be like, how long are you going to be here? You're only going to be there for a while. Don't tell them that, then they won't hire you. Say you're going to be there forever, and then when you leave, too bad, it's a part-time job. They'll get over it. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be mean to this person, employer. This is just like, you're trying to help your family out, and you got to play the game a little bit. So I think that's okay. Like, I literally did this. My very first job ever was at an American Eagle, which was awful, by the way. But they were like, I think I got hired like in the middle of the summer, and I was going to be there for like 3 more weeks. And they're like, can you still put in some hours after you go to school? And I was like, yeah. Guess who didn't? Ever. Me. Yeah, but guess who still got paid for the last few weeks of summer? Me. So, there you go. Sorry, that's maybe not the nicest thing, but it's okay. I think it's okay to lie in that situation, so. There you go. Oh, no. That was a good move. That was a good move, Enrique. Can you keep it up? He's got the mushroom. He's got the speed. But do we get the skills? Uh-oh. Has he got a Texas flag? What is happening up there?
Barring lying to people. Otherwise, I think if you go to...
This is not lying.
I know.
This is, okay.
It's going to on Craigslist or similar service and picking up random jobs. I don't know where you are, but there's a thing called TaskRabbit, which is a service that you could potentially look into doing. They say they don't drive, so actually that kind of makes it more complicated.
Oh, you can do Uber.
Well, they don't drive.
Oh, they don't drive. Sorry.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I was just going to say that.
I was going to say, Uber is a great option in situations like this.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Man, this is not the best level. Not the best race we've had in Frogger Cup here. There's Froggerville. Go ahead and knock one of those. The red shell there. I'm going to have to hit you, friend. Sorry. And we're going to hit Enrique up there. Now we've got 3 mushrooms, so we're looking pretty good here. Yeah. All right. I like that. Oh, wait. There's another spot behind. We're going to have to... Oh, crap. We just lost our mushrooms. This is bad.
What's your favorite Harry Potter book?
My favorite Harry Potter book is The Deathly Hallows.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Not even close. I love how the amount of action that happens is very go, go, go right from... As soon as the wedding's over, basically. It's
Yeah,
go, go,
after
go.
the wedding's over.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Yep. Can we get it? Can we get it? Is it going to hit him? Are we going to hit it twice? No, he's already at the finish line. Nope,
Dang it.
It's all right. Good. Well played, Enrique. You did it. You did it. You had a well-placed mushroom early on, and I hit the grass, and that's basically that. So we took a second place. No good, but well played. It's not the easiest level. That is your least favorite book. I'm sorry. Spaghetti Batman. But I assume your favorite books are mostly in the Batman genre or the pasta genre. So, sorry. Also, after that, I would say Goblet of Fire. Which is
I'm a big fan of Prisoner. Which is interesting because even though it doesn't have...
yeah. I like Prisoner. My problem with it is that Voldemort's not in it. And
Yeah.
that, to me, makes it a little less exciting. Ugh, Enrique, where is he? Mm-hmm.
Any advice on recovering from a recent breakup?
Oh, boy.
Wait.
Oh, boy. Time
Yeah.
is the great healer of breakups. Oh, man. It's hard, right? It's hard. Especially...
feel it also. Don't try to avoid...
True. Let me say this. Don't make any big decisions. Don't do anything crazy. Try and accept that it's over. That I think was my part. I was always like, man, if I did something wrong, what can I do to fix it? What can I do to get her back? Stuff like that. And that is not helpful if they have completely moved on. Man, time though. Time is really the answer.
And how much time is going to depend on the relationship.
Yep. That is true. But they can be tough. Yes!
Oh, man.
That's what I love. Look at everyone with their dumb, cheap beaches.
Oh,
All right, Enrique.
We've gotten this question a couple times. Super James 526 says,
What
"Would
up,
you consider
SJ?
internet friends real friends or not?"
Oh.
My mom said they are not real friends because they wouldn't go to my funeral if I died.
Oh.
I mean, at one point,
I don't
we
know.
were internet friends.
Yeah, me and Derek were internet friends, and now we're real life friends.
Yeah, no.
Internet friends are totally real friends.
Yeah. So.
I don't think your mom probably, I mean, is 100% from an age where they're unfamiliar with like making friends on the internet, and they don't know. Would you go to your internet friend's funeral if they died? And I don't know if going to your funeral when you die is what I used to constitute friendship.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
yeah, that's what you get for not using.
Alia Fowler says, "Hey DK and Jay, is there any way for me to contact you guys, kind of like Patreon but free? By the way, I'm a huge SCB fan and I love your vids."
I mean, Twitter. It's like you can't guarantee.
Yeah, Twitter is probably one of the better ways to go about it. If you feel like mailing something, you could actually
you
mail
can
something
do
to a PO
that.
box.
Yeah, Twitter's probably your best bet on that front. Here we go. I'll tell you what, Derek watched me time trial this level 1,000 times one day.
1,000 times.
And so I got pretty good at this one. Let's see if I can hold up to that.
Like,
This is the hardest one to time trial for the computer. The computer has a really good time trial on it.
which YouTuber would you suggest to watch?
Oh my gosh, so many. I've been watching. Me and Beth watch a lot of Good Mythical Morning together, but you probably already watched them because who doesn't? You'd be crazy not to. Let me tell you a channel I love that I don't feel like a lot of people know about. It's called You Suck at Cooking. It is hilarious. It is one of my favorite channels. The guy basically just makes fun of himself while he cooks, and he makes food. And but it's I can't even describe it. He uses a lot of like funny editing tricks that are hilarious, and it's just I don't know any other channel like it. You Suck at Cooking, really funny. Also, Learn Fast, I think is the name of it. It's Mike Boyd is the host.
Oh, Mike Boyd's great. Yeah.
Yes, Mike Boyd is great. He's
not gonna-
really good. What?
Never mind.
No! I'm gonna lose. Nope, this is bad. Oh no!
I was going to ask a question that precluded information that I don't think is public. So
I'm so mad.
there's another question that I wanted to ask. Peyton Ellis. I wish I could give more. I showed first off $5 super chat.
Oh, thank you, Peyton.
I wish I could give more. I give on Patreon, and I have the Discord, but it's a little overwhelming. Just wanted to say thank you. You guys saved my life.
Saved your life. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Now-
Peyton, I'm glad that you're on there.
Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I'm
The
glad
Discord,
we
like-
could help in whatever way we did.
The Discord can be a little overwhelming in that when you first join, it might seem like you've joined a room full of people who all know each other.
Right.
But we kind of don't necessarily all know each other.
Very
Like,
true. Yeah.
There's certainly people that have been there for a while that will know each other more, but don't feel like you're the only new person.
That's true. Plenty of people are new every day. The easiest thing to do is just to talk. I would say for the people that are always like, there's always like a constant stream of people talking, but it seems like there's like 10 or 12 people at one time talking. I don't know. It's easy. It's never like, I never feel like people's comments are getting completely lost because of the overwhelming speed of it. At least personally. And then, I mean, I don't know. It's my experience is probably a little different because everyone pays attention to what I say because it's our Discord. But I will often go browse the web back and I'll just sort of pick up wherever we were and just immediately start commenting on stuff or join the conversation.
Eden Einhorn,
Yay.
how do I avoid wasting spring break? I'm going home and all my friends are also going home in different states and I'm an only child. I don't want to spend all break in my room doing nothing.
Oh man, make sure you leave your room. Step one. How do you make sure you don't waste your spring break?
I mean, what project can you get done in a week or start in a week? Maybe there's something that you wanted to start or do that you were like, no, I don't have time. Well, you're gonna have time this week to start.
Also, I guess maybe if you had like a summer job or something, this is a good. I mean, this is what I would do with my spring breaks was just go back to like my lovely, fun part-time job at Panera Bread, where I would just earn some money for the upcoming semester, which you gotta stretch thin when you're a college student, but whatever. Man, how to not waste your week. See, this is a problem because I enjoy wasting time. And I would look forward specifically to doing that on breaks and not having anything to do or being productive at all. So I was not, which is why I pursued a career in YouTube. And, it turns out it's a lot of work. But
Who knew?
who knew? Whatever. You know what? It's a lot of fun work, though. That's the thing. One of the things I've noticed since we went full time here is that like I used to get to the point every single day at like 5 o'clock where I would like be looking at the clock at my old office job and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can leave. And then there'd be all these like mind game politics of like no, I should stay another 15 minutes so it doesn't look like I was trying to leave right at 5 o'clock, and it was whatever. This was such a problem. So when I got the job there, they were like, so people either, they arrive at like 8 or 9. If you come at 8, you can leave at 5. If you get here at 9, you can leave at, we just, leave at 6. And so I was like the only person, one of like 2 people in the office who was like, I don't want to sleep in. I'd like to leave as soon as possible. So I would get there at 8, right? And then leave at like 5 o'clock would come, and I'd be like, all right, time to go. But you can't do that because all the other people who rolled in at 6 or at 9 are still there, and they're waiting until 6. So they're just like, wow, you just don't care as much because you're leaving before me. And especially when those people are your bosses, it's a problem. But like on days when I was actually busy and needed to stay and had to like wait it out, oh crap. There would be like they would still leave right at 6. Like they're not doing anything different. They're just like avoiding the illusion. Oh, yeah. So annoying. I hated it. It'd be 6 o'clock. They'd plop right out of there. But because they're not there to see you at 8, it doesn't matter. Anyway, these are just complaints from real life.
Ines said, where'd it go? Oh no, I screwed up. Does SCB Gaming have any plans for streaming on Twitch?
I mean, I don't think so.
I stream on Twitch.
The thing is like we already have like an audience here.
Yeah, so like it's...
And so I don't know why I don't see the advantage. This is kind of like having a Snapchat and an Instagram. Like I don't get it. I don't know. It seems like double the work for the same thing. And at one spot we already have the established audience. So I don't know. Not really. I guess maybe just more people are on Twitch regularly and see it as like a gaming thing. Like if you're on Twitch, maybe you're there to watch gaming.
Yeah, like the problem is that you're immediately like fracturing your audience, which isn't super great. So like, not everybody that would ever watch on here is going to go over to Twitch. Mm-hmm. So it behooves Super Carlin Brothers Gaming to stay on YouTube for the live streams.
I suppose maybe we could like pick up new viewers who were just completely unfamiliar with us, because I don't know how Twitch works. If it has, I assume if you have enough people watching you, it's sort of like promote.
Yeah, no, there's all sorts of promotion. If people are looking for a specific game, sometimes they'll look for like whatever new game that they're playing and just look for somebody who has a lot of viewers that is streaming that game.
Right, sure. That being said, I doubt tons of people are on Twitch like Mario Kart. I understand you should just play different games, but
yeah,
I love Mario Kart. Maybe you can tell.
All right.
The Electrodome. All right. Let's see, who's still here? Oh, Seb left, and Enrique's still here. He's the new challenger, the 14.
J&DK, have you ever been to Idaho?
I've never been to Idaho.
I have been through Idaho.
Nope, never been. Sorry.
Do you like the Nuzlocke you do, or this better?
Oh man, I like the Nuzlocke so much. They're so much fun. I enjoy them a lot because I don't know how they're going to go. Like I don't know what the storytelling is gonna do or how the Pokemon are gonna be. I largely let how the grinding sessions and how the battles go determine what the their personalities are, and it's just so fun. I like that you kind of always assume that the starter Pokemon might get that leadership role, but it's not always the case. Sometimes the starter Pokemon aren't very good. Sometimes I like getting to use Pokemon I've never used before, like a Scrafty in the last one. My Raptorus, man, that was so much fun. That final battle, woo! Pokemon is just so much fun. I think it's funny how, from my childhood, the games that were my favorite continue to be my favorite, and they're the only ones I play now.
As far as the editing goes, I really like editing in the Nuzlocke.
Yeah, Derek, it's really fun to watch him edit. He'll just, start giggling sometimes. It's kind of like that.
Or it's just, it allows me to sort of flex my editing muscles more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, our vlogs, maybe you can tell, are only they're not too complicated typically.
No. It's more about speed than
yeah.
doing anything particularly cool.
Yeah.
Jordan B.
Oh boy.
$5 super chat. She
Well
says,
played,
speaking of
Mama.
Patreon, it's the last week to sign up for the $25 level where you get an exclusive SCB pin.
That's true.
That's true. I'm gonna go get the pin and show people. Also, somebody.
Oh, Enrique, I hit you twice with this boomerang. I'm sorry, friend.
Somebody has asked for advice on writing professional letters. Go.
Writing professional letters? Like emails or like actual handwritten things? I expect email. Okay, what you want is to be short, right? The thing, you want concise sentences that are easy to read. Oh, sorry, I'm focusing on the phrase for a second. I took a professional writing class in college, and half of it was about how to write emails. And the thing you want is, like, you don't want someone to open an email and think, oh my god, I don't want to read all of this because there's so much text. So even if you have a lot of text in there, I wish I could see which land I got you right there. You want to, like, break it up a lot. So what I would do typically when I was writing a lot of professional emails was to... God, that sucks. That was just well played, Enrique. This guy is not bad. Was maybe every 2 sentences or so, you just hit enter again, and that's just gonna have to get lucky. That's not gonna hit anybody. Nope. Xeno Jeep. You got me. Yeah, it was that one green shell.
Yeah.
Rough. So that's a good one. Try not to be super wordy. Try and be as concise as possible. You can, I think a lot of emails I send are like just one sentence. You can drop a lot of the formalities. You don't have to be like dear whoever. I would normally start with their name, comma. If you don't have an automated signature, definitely do that. I end every email with thanks, comma, and then I would just have my signature, fill in the rest. That's very helpful. What else do we do for
Lorraine Sturgis, she's from Wisconsin, wondering what part of the state I'm from. I'm originally from Green Bay.
Yeah, it's like, are you talking about emails boring?
No, somebody had that question. Here's the pin. I want to show people. Here.
Oh, yeah.
See if I can...
Check that out. It's very fun. Oh, look, DK Jungle. We'll choose that because your name's DK.
Hopefully that is enough for people to see it. And it got in focus, and we'll see. And now I'm actually seeing myself do it. I could have gotten closer with it.
Yeah.
But it's super cool.
So the cool thing about the pins is this is the first one we're doing for a year, and they will be all completely different and like custom. I think we've got pretty much the first 4 picked out for this year, but they're like exclusive, so it's the only way you can get them is via Patreon. Maybe we should make like a public pin too that you can just buy on our regular merch. That might work.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of like that these are exclusive.
Me, I do too. But I mean, these would still be exclusive.
Yeah,
this one. Like the ones we do on Patreon right there. I'm just thinking out loud.
Quality Shark. Hey, that's me. Way to go, Green Bay. Oh man.
Hey.
Alia Fowler, is there any good things I could do for the end of my spring break? I'm gonna go with make some art, or
make some art. There you go.
And or watch a lot of.
How do you make an art?
I mean, it depends on what they want to do. If they're a painter, they should paint. If they're a writer, they should write.
You're being too general. How do you make an art? Go. Be specific.
I thought that I was.
Nope, that was way too general. That was depends on what you want to do. You need to tell them specific instructions.
Take some paint.
I like it.
Put it on a thing.
Yes, put it on a thing. Doesn't have to be canvas, just a thing.
Yeah, anything.
Zeke, you well-played boomboxer. I see how you do. No, shouldn't have gone for the double there. Bridget, you're not so bad at this.
Nope, I pronounced somebody's last name wrong.
No,
apparently it was. It's Curry, not Curie. Well, you know what? It's really hard when you're trying to read fast.
Yeah. Jeez.
How long have I been using the nickname DK? Since college.
Yeah.
There was another person named Derek. And then they started calling me DK because they didn't want to use the name Derek because their name is Derek.
Yeah.
And then everybody else started calling me DK.
You know, I did that to somebody in cross country.
Yeah.
We had 4 John or John-esque names on the team already.
That's a number of them.
Yeah, it was too many, if you ask me. and I agreed. So we had a fifth John, freshman John, you know. He was sort of at the bottom of the pecking order, and we decided that instead of John, we were going to call him Dave. And you know what was really funny was that it totally stuck. like, I think people in real life outside of the cross country team just started calling him Dave, and I think he had it put like on the back of his hoodie, and it was hilarious. And yeah.
At one point, I worked at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
Like years ago now. And there was a woman that worked there that we called George because her name was something that was common among the other employees there. And I cannot for the life of remember what her name was to like look her up or find on
George.
Facebook or something.
No, her name was George.
I have no idea.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be
Same kind of stuff.
funny how names happen like that. My goodness, the end of this level has turned
Miranda
terribly
Wade,
tragic.
my wedding is 2 months away. Any advice on avoiding stress as the big day approaches?
Oh man, do you know? Try and focus on the fact that you are not going to have to be planning a wedding. This is the worst choice we've done so far.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, to me, I was looking forward to the wedding so much just because it meant I wasn't going to have to be planning the wedding anymore, which is becoming overwhelmingly stressful. So remind yourself that it's the planning, not the wedding itself, that is bogging you down. Yes, that's my advice. Oh, what a terrible race that was. I'm embarrassed. 7th place. Ugh. I need to say something. What a shame. No, woman, I'll get you next time. Good night. Bye, my fix. No, these are terrible things. No, these are terrible, awful things to say. Dragon Driftway. Here we go. Go easy on me. Like anyone's gonna race less effectively. What do we have here? Jay and Beth met in high school, I think. That is true.
Yeah.
We did. We went to prom together. It was super. That was the best school dance I ever went to. Hands down.
Alyssa Nicole says, I accidentally sent in the wrong assignment for a 7-page essay. How do I explain the mistake to a professor who has a very strict late policy?
What do you mean you sent in the wrong assignment?
I don't know how that happened, but my advice for that is to find their office hours and go in during the office hours.
Yeah.
And don't just send an email.
Yeah. My experience with college professors was that they were a lot more understanding than high school professors.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you have whatever. I mean, what do you mean you sent in the wrong thing? Like you had a separate 7-page paper?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to need more information on that, but probably just talk to your professor and explaining literally exactly what happened. All right, we got to get back on top here, guys. This is getting embarrassing. Zeke. Okay, I'm gonna just go. Man, this is a tough one. There's so many bumperooskies happening. This is good. We got our mushroom. That's what I like. I like mushrooms. Woo, yeah, that was nice. All right, back in front. Very nice. Just gonna get around the corner here. This is tough because there's so many bumps happening. This is good. This is a good mushroom spot up here, though. Man. The playing field is definitely up since we started.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Job interview advice.
Job interview advice.
Yeah.
Man, dress better than the job you're even applying for one. That helps. I understand. Don't try not. This is the dumb. This is hard. Easier. So don't look down. Look up whatever like the most common interview questions are, and just have an answer ready for them. They are actually more common than you think. This is like, I think, a very helpful practice. Know the answer to this question. Where do you want to be in 5 years? You don't even need to have a real answer. Just
have an answer.
Just have an answer. That's the thing about job interviews. They want to see that you are. Especially if it's like a first job kind of situation, which I'm assuming it is, because otherwise you probably don't need the advice. Because you've done it before and you've had a job. Research the company you're going to interview with and try and understand exactly what it is they do and how you'll fit in and stuff like that. I think, but it doesn't hurt to like also just be honest with your answers. I remember, this is hilarious. When I interviewed at my only office job ever, they told me, they asked me, of course, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was like, oh boy, I have no idea. And that was like what I actually told them. I was like, man, I don't actually know for sure where I want to be, but I know wherever it is I want to be, I want it to involve, like, oh, look at the wind! I want it to involve video and humor. And they were like, oh, that's cool. It's a good answer. And then literally, I think it was almost 5 years to the day, I quit to go to YouTube. So that was good. I stuck exactly to what I said. Very honest in that moment.
Vince Stevenson, baby planning advice. Wife and I are very interested in what you have to say.
Baby planning advice. Okay.
Do they mean by like family planning or like planning to have a baby?
I think they mean planning to have a baby, or it's like if you're pregnant, what do you do to get ready for the baby, is what I would say. First of all, you are going to get so much unsolicited advice from everyone, right? And it's all going to be conflicting, and you're going to get so much misinformation. It's hard to tell what's the real thing because there is so much information coming at you. So I would figure out what you want to do. Read some books. Beth was a big book reader. I didn't read any because she was doing it. That sounds bad. And then ask your friends who had babies, like, what was the one item they had that they... here's what I would do. Ask people, what is the thing you were most surprised by after the fact? Like, what was different about what you expected? Like, we went to, like, Lamaze class, and they tell you to have, like, a birth plan and stuff, and, we did, and we had this big, grand, romantic vision of how, the birth would go. And let me tell you how many things went according to the birth plan. I think it was about maybe 15 Yeah, I think it was like 15 items long, and one thing went according to plan. And you know what the one thing was, Derek? Have a baby. Yes, have a baby. And you know what's the only important one? Have a baby. So there's gonna be so many people who are insanely judgmental about specifically baby stuff, and you just like they tell you can't get the epidural, and you can't, you can only eat these things, and this will kill you, and your baby will, I don't even know why they're like this. If people were treated the rest of their lives like the way they treat your unborn child, everyone would be super healthy. But it's like, oh yeah, no, it's never okay to, eat deli meats while you're pregnant, but it's totally okay to feed your kids Cheetos and Coke, once they're born. Like, what do you... So, yeah, be healthy, but don't go too overboard. I'm trying to think of what are the items we end up using the most. Like one of the things you start hearing that we were surprised by was they're like, oh, try and keep your baby off the pacifier for like a month. Well, you know what? Screw that. You know how awesome pacifiers are? They're amazing. The people saying this don't have a baby crying right next to them that can be stopped by the use of a pacifier, try not to feel bad for the decisions you're making. Because there's no shoulds, right? The word should is one of the most dangerous words in the whole English language, because there are so many things that people say you should do for which there are not shoulds.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
How did you find out that Beth was pregnant? Did she do something fun?
So she had ordered a ton of these really cheap pregnancy tests that were barely working, and she was taking the tests way almost we were trying to get pregnant, so she was taking them all the time. So she took one, and it was a really cheap one, and it was maybe a little too soon, but she came back and she thought it had failed, and then she saw it in the trash later, and she was like, Jonathan, look at this. Does this look like the shadow of something? And indeed, it was the faintest shadow of some little line was there. And we were and then she's like, no, but it turns out pregnancy tests can maybe after 10 minutes they can be false and they're not accurate. So we were we have something that has something on it, and there would be nothing on it if there wasn't something there, right? That's what you have to realize. 0.01 is still 100%. You know, like that's sort of the mentality. But then there's this imaginary time limit. So she went out to the store like the next day and like early morning, and I went to work, and I think I got home before her that day, and she came home and she just like ran straight upstairs and came back downstairs. It was like, look! I was like, oh my god! And that was crazy. So, yeah, fun stuff. Actually, I think I talk about it in my 2017 year rewind video on my vlog. Yeah, so you can kind of see a little more present of that how we filmed it. So there you go. What do I want to do? Warrior Stadium. Let's give it a shotski. Let's give it the old shotski. Not such a good story. Thank you, Jordan B.
Fluff Whiskers has asked a number of times, and I want to pacify them here. What's your desktop background?
It's like it is like standard Apple generated mountains. Do you know why though? This is the problem. This is such an annoying complaint I have with like the iMacs, is because I will set it to something and it will stay that way for like a week or two until the computer needs an update, at which point it'll like for some reason shift back to standard screens, and then you go to update it and it'll like go back to what you wanted, and then it'll stop again as soon as it needs to be updated. I don't know why. This happens on both my iMacs, my one at home, and so I've just stopped trying. I think the last time I tried to set it was when we were doing a lot of Cars 3 stuff, so it was this cool concept art of Lightning McQueen and Cruz Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just mountains, so I'm sorry. I wish it was something more exciting, but that computer it hates me. So I used to spend so much time on my wallpapers, though. I would like create all these folders so that they would like rotate, and I would never know what they were going to be, and I had a lot of fun with it, and now I can't. They've ruined that for me. Sorry.
I think mine's presently a lot of art from Magic the Gathering.
Ah, there you go.
Um,
Oh no, I don't have any defense.
Michael Franklin has asked this a couple times too. He says, so I have a bachelor's degree in mass communication with a focus in audio production and a minor in PR. Any advice on finding a full-time job? I've been searching since graduation in December.
Man, I would really market the crap out of the audio part of that. That is a skill that I would bet a lot of PR companies need and don't have, because audio editing is not like a super common trait. So like I had a very similar to you. Mine was a I ended up majoring in YouTube, it turns out. I think I had a mass communication major, and then it was like I think you're supposed to have a minor, but like if you didn't like end up taking all the classes required for it, they would create like a cognate for you based on the classes that you had. So I had a major in mass communication, then a cognate in marketing and creative writing. Which is basically how you become a YouTuber, I think. Those are all the skills you need, right? Mass communication, writing, and so anyway, the thing that was extremely marketable to people was the video editing. So like, when I had all my internships, that's basically what I ended up doing, like, except for the one at like a TV station, because of course they have professional video editors.
Who knew?
But yeah, well, like, I interned at a PR firm, and all they made me do all summer was edit video. And I was like, I barely knew how then. I was like summer 2 of video editing. I'd made 10 crappy YouTube videos at that time, and I was like good enough for them. So you are probably better at sound editing than most people, especially if you're like good at it digitally, and you majored in it in any way. So I'm gonna say market that part of yourself hard.
2 PR firms, you're thinking?
Oh yeah, I think PR firms for sure, because like they're like PR firms often also do advertising, and they often have a lot of very creative people working at them. Like, it doesn't sound like a really creative field, but it is, and they will need stuff like that. Like, I mean, Derek used to do like voiceover work.
Yeah, that's how I got into editing in general.
Right. Yeah. See, so there you go. So if you can be the person who edits that stuff, that's good. And they'd really like that. When I did my marketing job, it was like that I could edit video and make videos for them. And then I was making them, and I remember the boss came in one day and was like, you should really focus on other things before you get to these things. And I was like, screw you, and she got fired. And She wasn't very good at her job. I really got screwed at the beginning of that because they hired me so they could fire her.
Oh.
But like, because with the intention of hiring someone to then else be my boss.
Sure.
So I had like 6 months of like no direction there, and just sort of the lessons that this terrible person had taught me.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, it wasn't great, and like you don't know what's wrong and what's right, and you get into habits, and 4 years later, then you'd be like, why are you doing it this way? And you'd be like, that's a good question. So and so taught me, and they're like, you really think maybe that's the reason? And I'm like, I don't know. No one ever told me otherwise. I'm just doing what people said. Don't get mad at me. Anyway.
Here's another one from Tukanu. Maybe
Okay.
Takanu. Tukanu? I don't know. Whatever.
This is a bad start.
I live in Missouri and I graduate high school this May. I'm going to college in Montana this fall. Any advice? Buy a warm coat.
You're going to college in Montana, you say?
Where in Montana? Missoula, maybe?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so how to hang.
You get to hike the M. The M trail.
Fun fact, there's coins in the side thing.
Lucy P. Smith says, you guys are awesome. Love your videos.
Oh, thanks, Lucy P. Smith. Is that a super chat or just a nice comment?
Oh, just a nice comment.
Just a nice
I
comment.
want to read
Thanks.
it,
What up,
because
yo?
It's really nice.
How
Will you come to
thoughtful.
Blacksburg for the spring game next month? What's
What's
the spring game?
Spring game is like the football, like offense versus defense game.
Oh,
That they do. It is, I wasn't planning on it, but it does sound fun. We're gonna have season tickets next year for Tech games, so if you're going, look for us. We'll be there.
oh, it is Missoula.
Hey,
That's
where
fun.
else is there in Montana? Though,
I've
you
been
know?
to Missoula. Yeah. Spent a couple days there. Yeah, there's
That
only
person
so
got
many
bombed
schools in Montana, right?
Hard. That person got bombed hard. Yeah, I know, right? You know what, Roanoke? You know what they say about Roanoke, though? It's the Missoula of the East, except better and not as cold.
It is not as cold. That is true fact.
Yeah. This is the hardest part of this whole level because there's so many opportunities to be hit by stuff. It's like such a long trek to the finish. Watch. Can we make it? Can we make it? Nothing I can do. Just go. Bam! We did. Boom first. Ha.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody said that I didn't go to that you and I didn't go to college. Somebody was
Oh.
responding to someone else asking if we had been to Australia. They said that Benton had been there
Ben-
during college.
Yes, that's
and
true.
I was
Factoid.
confused and slightly offended.
that you had Nerd Fighter, what up to Con 99?
Yes,
I know.
let's go on to Missoula.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Where's Ben? Ben is in Disney World. Thanks for answering my question, Mark79. MKRC. Let's see. Boom, dead ha.
Where's Ben?
Ben? Ben's in Disney World.
Actually, he's on his way.
He's what?
He's on his way back.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he is. Maybe we should do. Well, that's all right. I would say we should pick Ben's favorite course here, but it seems like one I might lose on, so I don't want to. I don't like losing. What time? Yeah. What is the time of day right now? 4:40. The time flies, you guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us. If you've been with us the whole time, we're on for about an hour now.
Joy Hughes says, "Come to Ohio."
Come to Ohio. My goodness, what's in Ohio? Why should we go to Ohio?
What is in Ohio?
The Browns
Uh-huh.
and the
And the Bengals. Some
the
mediocre.
Browns did just get a great new quarterback. Let me tell you.
There you go.
Let me tell you. I would go to Ohio to watch Tyrod Taylor play quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Oh, man, see, what bothers me is that I'm gonna have to watch a lot of Browns games now because Tyrod Taylor is my favorite player in the NFL. And I'm so mad that he went to the freaking Browns because the Browns are awful, and it's not going to end up being good for him. And
I mean, it could be.
it could be. Maybe he'll just turn the whole team around. I mean,
if Josh
why-
Gordon keeps his act together, that's a heck of a guy to be throwing to.
That's true. That's true. Maybe it'll be good. You know, I feel like he really turned Buffalo around, and then they were just the least appreciative team in the world. But whatever. Okay. If you don't know why I like
Cedar Point. Okay, I'll allow that. Cedar Point is in Ohio.
Oh, I did not know that. Cedar Point sounds like somewhere that's in the New England
Oh, really? That's interesting.
to me. It sounds like
do
kind
you
of
know
like
what
Cape
Cedar
Cod
Point
or
is?
something. I don't know. Cedar
Very huge, amusement park.
Point. Oh,
Yeah. It's like the biggest. I think it's the biggest in the U.S. for as far as roller coasters goes.
Oh man. Well then, yeah, that sounds great. I'd go to Ohio for that. I like theme parks. Can you get me fast passes so I don't have to wait in lines? I don't like lines. I'll tell you what, we went to, when we were in Disney last week, it was like amazing how little we ended up having to wait in lines because we just utilized the fast passes, and like Disney does such a good job of making it. You can like look what the wait times are at different places, so you can always just sort of head to like the slow lines. But there would be people waiting in like the lines that are like forever long, and I'd be like, man, what are you doing? Do you not know how the whole park works there? I don't know. Whatever, good for them. We got one lap to go. Oh no, this is bad. This is what happens. This is how first place gets so far ahead, because second place gets hit with all the red shells.
Jay, what is your favorite nickname for yourself?
Jay.
What is your favorite nickname for someone else?
My favorite. What do you mean my favorite nickname for someone else?
I don't know. This is the question.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. My favorite nickname for someone else. My wife used to be called Boozy. That was funny.
She used to be called Boozy?
Boozy! Yeah, it has nothing to do with drinking either, which is
I
funny,
know it wasn't.
which is why it's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like what they called her in high school during marching band or something, because literally I think there was like some composer on a piece of music in band that they all thought was like, and her name started with a B, so they naturally just, oh no, that was terrible.
Was not
this
great.
is bad, this is bad, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna fracking, 7. It's as bad as we've been. So, sure. Boozy. I like that. I was trying to think who else I have nicknames for in real life. One of my friends, one of my best friends growing up from high school and in real life now. His middle name was William, and his first name started with a J. So, I called him J Willie. That's a pretty fun one. That's what he's into my phone as. So, I keep it up. Oh, you know what my favorite nickname is? We went bowling with our friends Ross and Emily, and we decided to give ourselves all like really like ghetto names. So my friend Ross is in my phone as Shaross. I think that's really funny. And I think I'm in his phone as Dijon.
That's funny. I like that.
Anyway.
Razman's Reality has posted this a couple times. Hey Jay and DK, I just wanted to say thanks for all that you do. I have CP, and SCB has been an inspiration for years.
Aww.
I was just able to pledge on Patreon today. I'm from Dayton, speaking of Ohio.
Hey, cool.
Well, Razman's Reality, I hope that we find you in the Discord.
Yeah.
Go say hi there right now.
Yeah, go do it. Introduce yourself on the Introduce Yourself tab.
Would you rather have telepathy or telekinesis?
Telekinesis, hands down.
Really?
I don't want to know
telepathy by the widest of margins.
What? You don't want to know what people are thinking, man. No, you don't. No, you'd be upset all the time.
Yes.
Upset all the time.
But, I don't know.
No. Telekinesis is like having every power, so. I don't know why you wouldn't want that. Then you can fly. Like, yeah, Magneto. You know what's great about, they make him sound like he's so powerful. I can move magnets. You know what people with telekinesis can do? Also that. You can move all the exact same things.
It's true.
It's like, at some level, telekinesis is every power. Like, oh, you can move water molecules around to make them freeze? So can I at some level, because I can move everything. Right?
Actually, that's a good point. Like, if you have telekinesis...
Yeah, you have ice powers.
You'd be able to compress the molecules in water.
Right. Telekinesis, guess what? You have body armor. You're also super strong because you can lift stuff with your mind. Like, and you can fly. I don't know. This is not a question. Telekinesis is the best power. This is why, you know whose power, well, I said. They gave, never mind. Not a problem. Telekinesis.
Alright. Telekinesis.
Have you ever seen the movie, oh my god, what's it? Chronicle?
Yes.
Yes. That's what that movie's all about. It's
Yep.
the 3 kids who get telekinesis.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
fun.
I love that when they like explore all these tiny things, like building Legos with telekinesis. It's like, man, that seems really hard. Not that I have any idea, because, maybe it's not, but. Or like typing with telekinesis, that seems really hard. Like really fine-tuning it. Man, whoever thought of that movie? Job well done. I like that movie a lot. Anyway, not important. Anyway. What do we got?
This is an interesting question from Anna Mercier.
Annie
We've
Mercier.
had questions from her before. I desperately want to do something that's pretty adventurous and something I don't normally do, but my parents don't seem to want me to do it. Any advice for convincing them that this is a good idea?
Oh,
well,
man.
It's firstly hard to give concrete advice without knowing exactly.
I know. What is the thing you want to do? Is it like...
I would like to climb Mount Everest
Right,
as
like...
the youngest person named Anna. ever to climb Mount
Mount
Everest.
Wouldn't it be funny if she got up there and it's like, oh, just by happenstance. Turns out.
How'd you know? Yeah.
Oh no!
If it's not a dangerous thing, then nice.
That was amazing. If it's not dangerous, I want to know what it is. That's the question. Yeah. I feel like you left it out for a reason, didn't you? Because you know it is a bad idea. The other answer is don't even get your parents' permission. Just do it, right? That's what high school's for.
That's what I did in high school.
I don't know about you guys. I did all sorts of not like I did like really bad things.
The Fandom Chicken has a question that is very near and dear to my heart.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
Do you guys like the Hamilton soundtrack?
Oh my gosh, Derek loves the Hamilton soundtrack. Here's my thing. I have the same problem with Hamilton as I do with Wicked, which is that I don't want to listen to it because I want the story to be fresh when I see it live. And I don't want to know what's going to happen. And I feel like for the most of the time, the cases with musicals, if you listen to the soundtrack, you know what's going to happen. And I have a feeling it would be harder with Hamilton just because it's really fast and you really have to pay attention.
Literally, the whole album appears on stage.
Right.
So you're not missing any part if you listen to it.
Except the performance.
No. Well, yeah, sure, yes.
Yes, okay. You're missing parts.
But I'm saying like there's not spoken parts that aren't also included in the recorded soundtrack.
No, I understand. That's exactly why I wouldn't want it. That makes it even worse. Oh, at least you must be very good.
Yeah, I've noticed that person. 2,500? Jeez.
Oh, well, she lost to me in the last race, so... Alright, we gotta watch out for Elise, I guess. She doesn't even know. Maybe she does. Maybe she's like, oh my god, is that Jonathan Girl? Probably not.
Anyway, you should listen to it.
I probably should.
It's very, like... It's really good.
I feel like the other thing about it... Oh man, that's a terrible start if we're gonna beat Elise here. The other thing is, it's probably more fun to see... musicals where I know the words are often more fun anyway, so...
Yeah.
That's the other part of it that I'm just I'm at odds with myself on.
I get that. I understand that completely. As someone who goes to and has seen a lot of musicals, I encourage people to listen to the soundtracks.
Yeah.
Unless you know that you're going to be seeing it, like you don't have a time that you're going to be in New York or whatever that in mind. So I think it's really fine to go for it. It is very fun to go into a musical cold, though.
Oh, you have no idea what it's about?
I have no idea what it's about at all.
That
just know
is
that people
fun.
like it, and like, yeah. Some of my favorite theater experiences have been during things where I was like, this sounds good.
That is, I wish I could see more movies like that. Like, I wish I could just buy a movie theater ticket and all I could really know was that I hadn't heard of the movie I was about to see.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Because even like hearing about a movie in a way is like a little bit, not always. Like I recently had the experience of watching Baby Driver, which I had no idea what it was about. And all I heard from everyone was that it's a great movie. Even that though, hearing it's a great movie is a problem. You know, I want to go in completely cold. This stuff. Man, this is sucking.
Oh man. Emma Watson or Daisy Ridley?
Emma Watson.
I don't know.
Is this talking about like Celebrity Crush kind of thing?
I would suspect so.
I would suspect so. If it's Celebrity Crush, Emma Watson. Acting chops, Daisy Ridley. Yeah.
Ashley says get Movie Pass. Actually, she says to have me tell you to get Movie Pass.
What's happened? What's happened? We made it. Oh.
Not great.
Oh no, we got robbed.
You'll probably get it soon.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. We hit the gravel. The gravel's bad. Rawayan is up there. No. Hit the boost. Go. No, this is bad. We were so close.
Kim Satterholm has asked this question so many times that I'm going to give in and ask it. I know someone in school that I absolutely hate. I feel like everything they do is to annoy me or to get attention, even if I do it too.
Oh my gosh, they love you. They're so in love with you. That's the thing. They just like you so much.
That's not where I was going with it at all.
Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? This person's crazy about you. Also, maybe they're just straight up bullying you. I don't know the situation. It sounds like they have a massive crush on you. Oh, or maybe it sounds like you kind of like them too, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the problem isn't them.
Hmm?
I'm gonna say that the problem's not necessarily them.
Them being the person asking the question?
Yeah. The person that is doing it to the person that was asking the question.
Interesting.
Not necessarily.
It
it doesn't sound like it's bullying.
You're right. You're just saying everything they're doing.
It's just,
you just dislike. Is the question everything you dislike them because everything are they doing stuff to you, or they're just doing things?
They're just doing things. That is the best that I can figure. It just annoys them, and it's to get attention. Even if I do it too, I don't know what that means.
Okay. Actually, I know. I've been through this. I know someone like this, and where like they weren't doing anything to me, they weren't doing anything at all, but just the way they acted in groups of people that I was in would drive me insane. I just hated it. I couldn't stand being around them. And this was really hard to explain to Beth one time because we'd get invited to their house sometimes, and I'd be like, I cannot, I do not like it would bring me to tears. I was so upset about it, and she just didn't understand. And what you have to do is literally just try and remove this person from your life. Since then, this person I've come to know them a little, but that was the thing. I even knew this person fairly well. They'd been pretty open about all their background and stuff, and it was great. I knew why they acted the way they were. Let me say, whoever this person is probably has a background of needing attention in ways that are really sprouting from an unfair life. I would bet they have some sort of terrible abandonment issue. Parents, or maybe, I don't know, if maybe their parents aren't around anymore or something like that. It could be something like that. I bet it's something very personal, and I know that doesn't help. It doesn't change the way it makes you feel, right? That's the frustrating thing. This person's not really doing anything wrong, but man, is it annoying you, and you just can't stand it. So it's hard. But what I had to do in this situation was literally just not remove myself from their presence, because I understood that I was the problem, and it wasn't anything they were doing. It's just how they were. And everyone else in our group, whatever, they seem perfectly fine.
Kim is talking, and I believe in the context of being at school, which is hard, and
right.
Just wait.
Yeah, it's hard.
Lucy PC Smith asks if we would ever do a video with Brian Hull.
We were just talking about him yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Brian's cool.
Yeah.
We met him at VidCon a couple years ago. He recognized us, and I was like, oh my god, you guys know the voices. It's just yes, I can't believe you know who I was. And I was like, how did you not can't believe you know who we are? That was a fun moment. Man, second place. Not great.
Samuel Rowe says, how do you get in a relationship with someone in middle school?
Ask them to dance. Duh. That's what you got to do at middle school. I don't know about your middle school. Our middle school had lots of dances. Every couple weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Really? My goodness.
Let me rephrase. The YMCA in our school, in our town, when I was in middle school, had Y dances every 2 weeks, and it was specifically for, I think they did one that was just 6th graders, then one that was 6 to 8 or whatever. Maybe it was 7, whatever the case was. We went to them every 2 weeks, and half of it was they had this giant gymnasium area that was cut down the middle. So half of it would be for dancing, and half would be for basketball, literally basketball. And then you could also go swim in the pool and stuff. So whatever. It was a really fun thing to go do.
Huh.
And my little podunk town of Rocky Mount, Virginia. And if you're from Rocky Mount, let me tell you what, hit up them Y dances. But all you gotta do, just hang out with a little group of friends. Probably there's an equivalent group of the opposite sex sort of around there. Just look, they want to dance with someone. I don't know if you're a boy. The girls want to be asked to dance, okay? The hard part is doing it. I get it. It's hard. But you just gotta go for it.
Zachary Pearson says, have you ever thought about playing D&D? They also made a comment on how I would make a fantastic DM, and that...
I have thought about it. I'm listening to Ready Player One right now, which is making me think about it a lot.
do it.
I've never played it. Derek has invited. I don't know. Someone would have to be the game dungeon master.
Yeah, I can count on
Derek?
one hand how many times I've been not the DM.
Okay, so the problem is that we would need other people to play with, and I know like Ben is extremely not interested in playing. Although I assume
bet
he
if
would
we
like
did
it.
Star Wars role-playing game, which is basically just D&D, but with Star Wars, I bet we could get into that.
Ben's a lost cause. I'm not even worried about Ben. I'm not even worried about trying to get Ben anymore. He's just not into it. So that's where I'm at on that front. But we just need people to do it with, I guess. I don't know, how many people do you need for a solid game, Derek?
I prefer 5. As many as 7, but that gets.
Do you mean 5 including you?
Correct.
Okay. Oh no, this is bad. I chose this level. Okay.
But as many as I've done as many as 8, including the DM, which is too many.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah,
so because it's not like turn-based, right? It's kind of like
once you get into combat, it's turn-based.
Okay, I see.
But for the most part, I don't really do a whole heck of a lot of combat. I prefer much more role-playing.
I see. All right, we're working our way back up the field, you guys. We're working our way back up the field. We're getting close.
Gotham has another $5
Gotham,
super
what
chat.
up, my friend? What up, friend?
He says, if you could get anyone to do a collaboration with, who would it be?
Emma Watson. We just said that.
This is actually apparently from Sincerity from the Discord.
Anyone to do a collab? I mean, I would love to be on Good Mythical Morning. That would be insane in the membrane. And they're having guests all the time, so I don't feel like it's outside of our potential. That'd be super fun. Oh man, who would you like to do a collab with? That'd be. I feel like. Oh man. I mean, a lot of people always like we've done collabs with a bunch of the people I'd want to do collabs.
Yeah, right.
with.
Most of the people you'd want to do collabs.
I've done like Weezo, Dr. Sabrina. We've done.
Did you ever collab with Hank?
The Vlog Brothers would be great. I'd love to go with Hank or John. I would like. You know what? If you guys watch the Vlog Brothers, if you want to go bother them on Twitter and be like, you guys should get a collab with the Carlins. Please, just suggest it. Don't tell them I sent you. Just, let them discover a myriad of things.
Nothing to do with SCB, but I'd love to do something with Peter McKinnon.
Casey Neistat. I would love to collab with Casey Neistat. There you go. Casey's pretty great. I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty subtle, but I've slightly modeled my personal vlog.
It is subtle. After
Mr. Neistat, it's light. You might not even. I would say. Especially like the first couple, very much so. It's a little different though, because his episodes are they're very much about a specific topic, whereas mine are they're just like, this is what happened this week. So, I feel like it's taking its natural course to something unique. Third place, I hate third. I love this level though. Okay, we're gonna go hard on this one.
I think this might be the last one.
Might be. Here we go. We gotta finish on a high note, you guys. We gotta finish on a high note. Woo! Here we go.
Doing voiceover work was one of my part-time gigs that I did freelance before coming here.
Yeah, we saved Derek from voiceover work.
It is a bit of a slog to do just voiceover work.
Unless I guess you get like one of them big, long time running anime shows or something where you're the SpongeBob or the Ash Ketchum of the world.
Yes, I'm not a SpongeBob or an Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Something like that. That'd be great. That's like the best voice acting gig in the world, right? Probably. I don't know. What do you think is the best voice acting gig in the world, Derek? Who has it right now?
Right now?
Right now.
The person that if I were to just do voiceover and I would want their career would be Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Yes.
What is he the voice of?
Basically every single special on Disney or Discovery.
Oh, Discovery.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy who did Dirty Jobs.
Yes.
Where is that familiar from? I was thinking of. Who was I thinking of? The guy who used to do Fear Factor, Joe Rogan. Who I was picturing when he said that. I was like,
not Joe Rogan.
No. Weird. No. But okay.
He very much has the everyman voice that.
Yeah.
So it's.
He's good.
Otherwise, I would love to have a career like some of the big guys like Phil Lamar or John DiMaggio.
I don't know who these guys are.
John DiMaggio would be Bender and a million other characters.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Some people just have such a versatile voice. They just end up being everybody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like you know them for one thing, but did you know they were also these 70 other characters?
Yeah.
Woo! Told you, man. Love that level. Look at that. Not even close. One of my all-time favorites.
Alton Brown. Yeah, Alton Brown does a lot too.
Does he?
Would I be interested in doing the voice for an Audible recording? I'd love to. They're a lot of work.
Yeah. A lot of work. I imagine. I'd love to be the voice of an Audible of like a book where I didn't have to do the editing. You know what I mean? Like where I had a producer and a director, and I was just the voice. You know, I think
Rob Paulson. Yeah.
I don't know,
Rob Paulson did Wacko.
That guy is great. Yeah.
He was the original voice of Michelangelo. I think now he does Leonardo, or maybe it's reversed.
All right, we're leaving this group. Thank you guys. Sorry, we just crushed everyone in that group for a good long while.
Nolan North. Nolan North is also good.
Vlogbrothers is the best. After you guys, what? That anyone could ever think that is unbelievable. No emoji spam.
Hank Azaria. Hank Azaria does a lot of voices too. I don't really consider him as one of the big name guys that are in everything.
I don't know who any of these people are, but I'm glad that you
Fair
are
enough.
in the world enough.
Oh, he's Ralph, and then he was Donnie. Okay, so I literally the other characters from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I did not say.
Oh, there you go. He is there. Okay, cool. Who am I thinking of? I feel like Alan Tudyk does a lot of voiceover work these days.
Alan Tudyk does a ton.
Yeah, he's good.
He was literally the voice for Hey Hey.
Yeah,
that's so dumb.
Be the rooster. Oh, Bill Hader does a lot of voiceover
Bill Hader,
work.
yeah.
He's very good. I like him. Stuff. And these are all just like the famous people they get for the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are like other actors and other professions. But he's good.
Noah Budwilder. His question is longer, but the question is, should I ask out a girl?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's 5 o'clock on Friday. Thanks for tuning in. That was a great way to spend the afternoon. I think we crushed a lot of people around the world. That was fun. And Ben will be back next week, and we will have more Mario Kart roulette action for you.
Also, I'm going to plug the fact that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch
Derek
later
will be
tonight.
streaming on Twitch later, so go check it out, probably. It should be fun. I don't know what he's going to play.